Hello, everybody. It is me, Jurassic Alt, here to say that today we're going to be talking about Tales from the Pizza Plex Nexie. I'm very excited to talk about this story. Here are the timestamps for the video. So, yeah. Also, if you find this hidden image somewhere in the video, I will put your comment in the next video that I do. So, yeah. Let's get started. So the story starts off with our main character, Astrid, who is wanting a Buddytronic, which is this doll that talks to you and basically is your best friend. And she wants to get it at the Mega Pizza Plex, but they are extremely expensive, and so she has to save up money to get one. But Astrid's farfar, which means grandpa in Swedish, and Astrid's farfar is very old-fashioned and lives on a farm and doesn't really like new technology. Astrid lives with her farfar and her dad. Astrid's mother left the family to become a model, and Astrid's birthday is coming up, so she tries to save up money to get a Buddytronic, but is short a couple $100, but her farfar is able to help pay for the Buddytronic. So they go to the Mega Pizza Plex, but everything seems a little bit in chaos. Power is going out, lights are turning on, and stuff. So Astrid and her farfar go to the Buddytronic boutique, and the employees there say that they are closing immediately. But her farfar convinces the employees to make one last Buddytronic before they close, even though the employees say that something is wrong and that they probably shouldn't. So Astrid makes her Buddytronic, and when she does, the Buddytronic is mangled and messed up. The employees think that there might have been a glitch in the system, and the employees say that they can get a refund. But Astrid keeps the doll because she sees herself a person who is misjudged and who just needs a friend, like how Astrid wanted a friend. But other than the looks and having a wonky walk, the only technical glitch that seemed to happen was the doll believed its name was Nexie, not Lexie. Then Astrid and Nexie go to school, and Astrid's classmates bully Astrid for having a weird Buddytronic, and Nexie agrees that they both are ugly. So Nexie suggests that they get new body parts, like new arms and legs. So Astrid goes back to the Mega Pizza Plex and gets new parts. Astrid goes home to fix up Nexie, and Nexie doesn't seem grateful for the new parts that she got. Nexie complains that she needs a new skeleton. Nexie and Astrid go back to school again, and Nexie tries to hurt one of Astrid's classmates. Astrid goes back to the Mega Pizza Plex to get a new endoskeleton, but the employee says that they don't give out endoskeletons, and that it's completely under wraps. So Astrid goes home to give the news to Nexie, and Astrid's farfar has a surprise, and Astrid's farfar got her a new Buddytronic that looked like the one that was supposed to be Nexie. As soon as Astrid's farfar walks out of the room, Nexie immediately destroys the new Buddytronic, destroying it into a pile of junk. Then Astrid goes to school and gets bullied again by another kid, and Nexie pushes the kid in front of a car and kills the kid. Astrid goes back to the Mega Pizza Plex to steal a keycard to get access to the restricted parts and service area, hoping that Nexie won't hurt anyone else. Then Astrid goes to the restricted area of parts and service and gives Nexie a new skeleton. Then it is the next day, and Astrid and Nexie go into school, but something is wrong with Astrid. Astrid was a mix of patch skin and metal endoskeleton, and that is a summary of the story. Now let's get to the side notes. So the Buddytronic boutique reminds me of Help Wanted, a DLC, where you have an assembly line and you have to make a mangle, where it had like robotic arms and legs and heads and all of that kind of stuff. All of that reminded me of the DLC in Help Wanted, where you have an assembly line, and in Security Breach we have this area. So this could have been where Nexie was built, and kind of where the parts and service kind of area was that Astrid and Nexie were at. So this could be here. The Buddytronics seem very similar to Lonely Freddy, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because Lonely Freddy was kind of like a robot that would be your friend no matter what. Buddytronics seem like if you need a friend, they'll build a bear, make your friend kind of style. They mentioned that the Buddytronic has an endoskeleton, and from the cover art, it looks like a Glamrock endoskeleton. So maybe there is a mini Mimic that we could see. I think that would be pretty funny, but the endoskeleton looks like the one we see in Security Breach, so that might be a connection there. So they mentioned some Buddytronics and some examples of. I do want to mention them. They mentioned that there was a Funtime Foxy Buddytronic, DJ Music Man Buddytronic, Monty, and a Baby Buddytronic. Nexie repeated some movements that Astrid did, so this might be using Mimic 1 software. Another thing, they mentioned that the Buddytronics were like the size of a small child. Now, Lally is about the size of a small child, so technically, Lally could have been a prototype of a Buddytronic. Lally does talk, but says like a few words. It's not very advanced in technology kind of stuff, so Lally could have been a prototype Buddytronic. Astrid's Farfar mentions that there was a carnival that would come into town when he was a kid. Now, this could be a reference to Balloon Boy's world in the above area in the daycare, quite possibly, because we do see a carnival kind of circus theme. This could be making a reference to the FNAF AR Dark Circus thing, which I think that would be really cool, because honestly, I love all of the animatronics in the Dark Circus. Straight Jacket Golden Freddy is probably one of my favorite FNAF AR designs. Something that it mentions in the story that I did not mention in the summary was that the building was going crazy because the storyteller was going off. Now, Astrid did say that she saw the storyteller and that there was a strange high-pitched ringing sound. Now, this could mean that we are seeing sound illusion disc, so this might be Vanny's first killings that she's ever doing right now, and they do mention that there's a giant castle. Now, I've theorized that the giant castle is before the switch over, and technically right now this is the middle of the switch over of the storyteller is leaving and the castle is leaving, and now we're going to replace it with a new modern look, which would be how the Mega Pizzaplex looks now. Another thing, it doesn't mention what's happening, but Astrid sees that there was a boy on the glass dome. Now, this seems very interesting. It doesn't mention if he jumps off the glass dome, but I don't think he does, only because when Astrid and Nexie are heading home, the crowd that was watching the boy on the glass dome are cheering, so I'm assuming he didn't jump. Now, the only time we've seen anybody on the glass dome is in this photo here with Vanessa, so this could be a representation of Annie or Gregory being the one on the top. I have no idea. Hello, Editing Jurassic here. Something that I want to mention that I kind of just realized while I was editing this video, I mentioned that the Vanny being on top of the glass dome in the teaser. Now, if this is taking place in between of the switchover, the teaser images that we see here could actually be part of the old Mega Pizzaplex design. So that could mean that this image of Vanessa and this image of Vanny could be part of the old design. But it seems weird. I'm hoping this comes up in a future story. I would think so. So yeah, something I want to mention is that when the book describes Nexie, it says that Nexie has long arms, long legs, and a small torso. Now, the only time we've kind of generally seen any animatronic or anything like that is with Joey from FNAF's sister location. This weird oddball of a character. I think Joey looks funny as hell, so yeah, I thought I would mention that. This story really reminds me of To Be Beautiful, but in reverse. Because in To Be Beautiful, a little girl wants to be beautiful, and Elizabeth makes her more beautiful. But with this story, it's a robot that wants to be more beautiful, and a human helps. So it seems like an Elizabeth kind of baby connection. So Nexie constantly mentions that she wants new skin and a new body. This seems really creepy, and it kind of reminds me of how in Help Wanted, Jeremy cut off his face, and how Vanessa needed 3 male faces. So this might be a connection to that. Maybe this is a connection to Jeremy or the 3 faces. I don't think so, but something to just keep in mind. When Astrid goes to Buddytronic Boutique, she asks the employee if she can get a new endoskeleton, and they say that they can't give him out and that any other animatronic endoskeleton place, it's some rinky-dink shop that isn't going to be as good as the one that they sell at the Mega Pizzaplex. Now, this could mean or could be referencing Penguin's Pizzeria, which they've only mentioned one time. I don't even remember which story they mentioned it to, but I just remember they mentioned Penguin Pizzeria. So this could mean that there are other animatronic places and that we might get a story on them, of seeing a different perspective of the Mega Pizzaplex, of seeing, hey, we're this small company trying to compete with this bigger one that's clearly better. Hopefully someone will take these endoskeletons or come here, see our Penguin Pizzeria. So yeah. So Astrid goes into the restricted parts and service area, which has the endoskeleton. which really reminds me of the parts and service area in Security Breach. Astrid does mention that there is a strange scraping sound. Now, the only time we kind of somewhat had a metal scraping sound or something like that is with the Mimic in the epilogues and with Burnt Trap. But it doesn't make any sense why Burnt Trap would be up here. I think this is where possibly Monty or Glamrock Bonnie might be. They might be holding Glamrock Bonnie in some locked room because Glamrock Bonnie has gone rabid or crazy, possibly. But it's something that seems very interesting. They mention a brick courtyard, which is the same thing that we see in Animatronic Apocalypse. So the school that Astrid goes to might be the same one that Robbie goes to. So that might be a connection there. So now let's get to the main theory. The Buddytronics have programming, which probably means that they have Mimic 1 program, which means that the storyteller is connected to the Buddytronic. I believe that either the reason why the Mega Pizzaplex is going on the fritz and power's going out and stuff seems weird and wrong is because either that Vanny is doing first killing and Glitchtrap is trying to make it easier for her to do her killings, or that Glitchtrap is trying to escape out of the Mega Pizzaplex and getting into any nook and cranny that he can escape to, because it mentions that multiple times that they're trying to get the virus out of the Mega Pizzaplex. So Glitchtrap is probably trying to go into any animatronic he can escape into, any servos that he can somewhat hide in, and any Buddytronics he can hide in that are being built. So I believe that Glitchtrap is in a Buddytronic. You're probably saying, Jurassic, we haven't seen a Buddytronic. I think we have. The VIP ending. I don't see enough people talking about it. The only way to get the VIP ending to collect 50 collectible items and special plushies. Another thing, you don't have to collect the Nightmarion plushie. So MatPat's theory of Nightmarion is causing problems in the Mega Pizzaplex doesn't really connect here. So MatPat, I don't think your theory is, I think you're off a little bit. I believe that these special plushies are supposed to represent the Buddytronics. Now, in the VIP ending, Glamrock Freddy picks up a plushie, looks at it, and says it all ends here. Or this ends now. He burns them. Glamrock Freddy does have special eyes to be able to see certain stuff, like seeing beyond sound illusion disc, because Glamrock Freddy is able to see Vanny. So I believe that Glamrock Freddy sees the Glitchtrap virus in the plushies and in every doll and burns it down. This is kind of a Michael reference here. So yeah, but the thing is, this story doesn't give off very much Glitchtrap kind of stuff. It gives off more of Elizabeth kind of stuff, and it would make more sense of Elizabeth and Glitchtrap being in the code. But there's no technical evidence of Elizabeth being in the Mega Pizzaplex code. But there is. Recently, we've gotten a new trailer. A trailer for a game called Help Wanted 2. In that video, I theorized that Elizabeth is the one that will be helping out of the code. So, seems a bit odd that literally in the same month as we get Nexie and a Help Wanted 2 game, which I theorize to be connected to Elizabeth. Coincidence? I think not. Now, I think that Elizabeth is the one who is escaping out through the code. It makes more sense if it's Elizabeth escaping out into the code, because we see that Elizabeth having a physical body representing Cassie from Ruin the DLC. And yeah, that is my theory on that. Now let's get to the timeline. So, the timeline, it's a little shaky. I think that this is the in-between timeline of old design of the Pizzaplex and the new design, which would be the game one that we see. I think it's going to be in the middle. Either it has to be after, maybe a little bit after the storyteller, but not very, very much, because the storyteller is still up and running. So yeah, a timeline video will be out next month. I'm not very excited because 6 books I have to do for the timeline. I'm not very excited. I'm a little nervous. Hopefully, and I'm going to do a full, I don't know. I might do just the next 3 books. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means so much to me you took the time out of your day to watch this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it's taken me a long time to upload this. Late, I guess. When am I not late for stuff? But I'm really proud of this theory. I definitely think that Elizabeth is somehow connected to the Mega Pizzaplex. Maybe she's not exactly in the storyteller, but I definitely think she's in the building, just like Glitchtrap and Elizabeth kind of somewhat working together. I have more theory videos coming out. I'm hoping next week I can get Drowning story out, which I'm very excited for that theory and talking about that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me you took time out of your day to watch this video. Remember, frog toaster burrito.